Hi there, friend. Thanks for tuning in. Ready to meet amazing singles and kickstart your dating journey? Visit the blog in the description to create your free dating profile today, or scan through the site for special offers on dating products. Have a look. You will be amazed. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more expert tips and insights. If you can do one thing today, why not go to wealthylovewell.com to create your free dating profile and see who is online waiting to meet you and make you happy? Now, let's get on with this blog. 12 Rules for Cis Men, Navigating Relationships with Trans Women. Dating is never a one-size-fits-all experience, but when it involves navigating cis men dating trans women, understanding and respect are essential. As trans women embrace their identities more openly, building meaningful connections requires awareness of the unique dynamics at play. This guide offers a set of thoughtful rules to foster relationships that are based on mutual respect and sensitivity. It's time for honest conversations and genuine understanding. Love doesn't come with boundaries. Check out this YouTube discussion for more insights. Understanding the basics of cis-trans dating. Dating between cis men and trans women requires understanding, openness, and empathy. Saying what you want ensures respect for emotional boundaries, a cornerstone of any healthy relationship. For someone dating a trans woman, the stakes are even higher because trans individuals have often faced rejection, secrecy, or dishonesty in romance. Showing that you're genuine by communicating openly sets a positive tone from the get-go. If you're new to dating a trans person and want general tips, check out this guide for cis people dating trans individuals. Recognizing the difference between attraction and fetishization. It's one thing to be genuinely attracted to trans women, but it's quite another to objectify or fetishize them. How can you tell the difference? Attraction is respectful and honors the person as a whole individual. Fetishization, on the other hand, treats someone as an object or novelty, often focusing entirely on their trans identity. Ask yourself honestly, are you drawn to the person because of who they are, or are you solely intrigued by their trans identity? The answer shapes how you approach them and whether your interest comes across as thoughtful or disrespectful. This means actively supporting her and not shying away from public or social acknowledgement of your relationship. Build resilience. Your relationship is about the connection between two people, not the opinions of others. For cis men dating trans women, this includes deepening your awareness of trans history, recognizing the gaps in media representation, and treating trans identities with the individual respect they deserve. Key aspects of trans and queer history. To genuinely understand a trans partner, learning about the history and struggles of their community is crucial. Trans history is rich, yet often overlooked in mainstream conversations. A few pivotal moments and figures can help frame your understanding. Stonewall Uprising, 1969. This landmark event in LGBTQ+ rights was catalyzed by resistance to police raids at a New York bar called the Stonewall Inn. It's often referred to as the birth of the modern LGBTQ+ rights movement. Source: Marsha P. Johnson. A pioneering figure in the Stonewall era, Johnson dedicated her life to advocating for LGBTQ+ youth, HIV-positive individuals, and sex workers. Her fearless activism inspired generations. Learn more about Marsha here. Laws affecting trans rights. Across the globe, legislation has evolved, many times painfully slowly, for trans individuals. From the decriminalization of homosexuality to battles for trans-inclusive healthcare, each progressive step is hard-won. Understanding and connecting with these historical touchpoints is not just about honoring the past, but also about respecting the ongoing fight for equality. A couple shares a romantic moment holding hands across a wooden table indoors. Consequently, many trans individuals, including their cis partners, lack media references to guide or normalize their relationships. This places an even greater responsibility on cis men to actively seek understanding and empathy. Resources like this analysis on trans representation in media can shed light on how far we've come and what still needs to be addressed. By recognizing these gaps, you remind your partner that their story, though often unseen in mainstream narratives, deserves to be valued and supported. Avoiding overemphasis on trans identity. Here's an important balance to strike. Respecting someone's gender identity without making it the sole focus of who they are. A trans woman is a woman, full stop. Just like anyone else, she has interests, dreams, quirks, and preferences that extend well beyond her trans identity. It's crucial to avoid overemphasizing or fixating on her transness. Doing so can feel reductive and impersonal. Instead, focus on treating her as an individual first. Think about how you'd approach any other partner. Foster conversations about her ambitions, hobbies, and values. Create authentic connections by getting to know the person, not just the aspect of her identity that's most different to you. Learning to incorporate her experiences without overshadowing her individuality is pivotal for any healthy, fulfilling relationship. For more practical tips on how to date trans women with respect, check out our guide on how to date a trans woman. By embracing her as a complete person, you create a space for love and understanding to flourish naturally without unnecessary labels dominating your dynamic. Respectful intimacy and understanding preferences. Navigating intimacy in cis-to-trans relationships calls for honest communication, mutual respect, and understanding each other's unique experiences. Respectful intimacy revolves around creating a space where comfort levels are prioritized, boundaries are respected, and openness thrives. Let's break it down further. Discussing preferences and comfort levels. When it comes to physical intimacy, it's crucial to have open and thoughtful conversations. Every individual has different preferences, and discussing them can break down barriers, paving the way to a fulfilling connection. Start with honesty. Share your thoughts and ask about your partner's feelings in a calm and private setting. Ask thoughtful questions. What are their boundaries? How do they feel about certain forms of physical touch or interactions? Normalize the conversation. Intimacy chats, whether about consent or preferences, should feel as natural as any other part of your relationship. Sometimes these discussions might feel slightly awkward, but with patience, they strengthen connections. Open dialogue demonstrates care and commitment, showing your partner that their comfort is paramount. Intimate close-up of diverse hands holding each other, symbolizing unity and connection. Photo by Schvetz Production. For additional ways to create trust and respect in your relationships, see this article on respecting intimacy in relationships. Understanding differences in physical experience. Physical intimacy can vary significantly based on individual experiences, including whether someone is pre- or post-op. Understanding and addressing these differences with sensitivity reinforces a bond built on respect. Ask, don't assume. Not every trans woman is comfortable discussing her anatomy immediately. Let her guide the conversation. Learn about options. If you're unsure how her pre- or post-op status may influence intimacy, educate yourself. Post-op individuals experience intimacy differently than their pre-op counterparts. Focus on her comfort. Don't center conversations on her anatomy. Instead, prioritize her enjoyment and comfort. By approaching such topics with an open mind, you ensure both partners feel acknowledged and understood, fostering positive and respectful interactions. To better understand intimacy dynamics, this insightful essay on what respect means in relationships provides excellent context. The role of communication in pleasure. Communication is key to creating pleasurable, intimate experiences. Honest dialogue enables couples to explore preferences and establish a connection that feels authentic to both partners. Create a safe environment. Intimacy improves when both partners feel safe expressing their needs without judgment. Check in regularly. Ask your partner how they're feeling throughout your intimate moments. Encourage feedback. Be open to hearing what your partner enjoys or feels uncomfortable about, ensuring support and responsiveness. Transparent communication enhances not only physical pleasure, but also emotional intimacy. These conversations bring a sense of mutual care and willingness to learn and grow together. For further reading on the importance of respect and communication in relationships, visit this article on intimacy dynamics. By keeping communication at the heart of your intimacy, you'll establish a bond built on trust, ultimately enriching your relationship. Navigating social dynamics and masculinity. Navigating a relationship with a trans woman often extends far beyond the interpersonal. Social dynamics and conceptions of masculinity come into play, demanding a thoughtful and proactive approach. Whether dealing with external challenges or exploring your identity, there's a lot to unpack and grow through as a cis man dating a trans woman. In this section, we'll break it down into actionable ways to navigate these dynamics confidently and effectively. Defending your partner against bigotry. Being in a relationship with a trans woman means you will likely encounter ignorance or prejudice, whether in social settings or your broader circle of friends and family. Handling these moments requires composure, respect, and a clear demonstration of your support. Here are effective ways to address these scenarios. Call out disrespect. When someone makes an ignorant comment, address it calmly but firmly. For example, "I don't tolerate talk like that about my partner." Educate others. Be prepared to explain why certain comments or behaviors are offensive. Many people act out of ignorance rather than malice, and a patient conversation can sometimes resolve misunderstandings. Shield and center your partner. In any situation, focus on what your partner needs. Ask her if she's comfortable engaging and support her decision. Sometimes, stepping forward to advocate allows her to rest from the emotional burden of educating others. Ignore when necessary. Not every comment or interaction deserves attention. Sometimes walking away from a toxic situation is the most empowering option. Addressing bigotry isn't always easy, but standing beside your partner visibly and vocally strengthens your relationship and demonstrates true care. Wondering how social dynamics are shaped by traditional ideas of masculinity? This article on masculinity and mental health offers eye-opening insights. Balancing masculinity and gender norms. When navigating a relationship with a trans woman, you'll need to reflect on and reframe certain ideas about masculinity. Masculinity doesn't have to mean domination, inflexibility, or rigid gender roles. Rethinking those outdated measures can help you grow as a partner and an individual. Here's how you can start balancing your masculinity. Redefine strength. Strength isn't about physical superiority. It's about emotional vulnerability, patience, and being someone your partner can rely on. Prioritize empathy over stoicism. Men are often told to suppress emotions, but empathy towards your partner's feelings fosters understanding and connection. Challenge norms together. If your partner breaks gender norms in her expression, as many do, lean into it. It's okay for her to embrace different facets of herself, just as it's okay for you to do the same. A relationship with a trans woman challenges many societal expectations, and that's a good thing. As you evolve, you'll find that true masculinity is about integrity, respect, and adaptability. For more on reframing masculinity positively amidst social changes, check out this discussion on masculine dynamics. By standing up for your partner and being willing to redefine outdated views on masculinity, you not only nurture your relationship, but also set an example for how love and respect should look. The value of chosen families and communities. In relationships, connections extend beyond just the couple. For many trans women, their chosen families and broader communities play a central role in their lives. These groups often provide a foundation of support, acceptance, and love, especially in societies where traditional family structures may not always offer unwavering understanding. For cismen dating trans women, recognizing and embracing these connections is not just respectful, it's essential for a meaningful partnership. Building rapport with her chosen family. Getting to know her chosen family isn't just about formal introductions. It shows you value her identity and the people who have supported her journey. Chosen families consist of friends and loved ones she's intentionally surrounded herself with, people who understand and affirm her deeply. How do you approach this? Be open and genuine. Share your intentions and listen actively. They are likely protective of her and looking to see your sincerity. Show respect for their stories. Everyone in her chosen family has their unique path. Being curious without overstepping boundaries helps you connect. Engage as an ally. These groups often support each other in ways that traditional families might not. Being an ally means respecting their efforts and standing up for her and her community. These relationships are vital, and by nurturing rapport with her chosen family, you position yourself as someone who genuinely cares for her well-being. They will see how invested you are in her happiness, reinforcing their trust in you. Explore more about the significance of chosen families in LGBTQIA+ lives at Chosen Family in the LGBTQ community. Understanding community events and circles. One way to deepen your connection is by participating in queer-friendly community events. These are not only safe spaces for her to express herself, but also opportunities for you to better understand her world. Whether it's a pride parade, a community fundraiser, or a casual queer meetup, your involvement speaks volumes. Here's how you can make the most of these experiences. Attend events with her. Participating together underscores your willingness to be part of her journey, not just watch from the sidelines. Learn while you're there. These gatherings are often rich with culture, activism, and personal stories. Keep an open mind and absorb what you can. Show consistent support. Your presence shouldn't feel performative. Genuine interest and repeated willingness to engage are what matter most. By stepping into these spaces, you foster stronger bonds, not only between the two of you, but also with her broader circle. These events allow her to see firsthand that her community's acceptance and joy matter as much to you as they do to her. For more insights, check out the importance of chosen family for LGBTQIA+ individuals. Women and families gather for a Women's Day protest in Mexico City, advocating for empowerment and equality. Photo by Viridiana Rivera. Engaging with her community not only enhances your relationship, but also celebrates what makes her identity rich and vibrant. Embracing patience and growth in the relationship. Patience and growth form the backbone of any successful relationship. When cis-men date trans women, these principles become even more important. Building a relationship that values mutual respect and understanding requires time, humility, and a commitment to personal and shared growth. By fostering these qualities, you'll create a partnership grounded in trust and empathy. Learning from mistakes. Share how to handle mistakes with humility and use them as growth opportunities. Mistakes are inevitable in any relationship, but how you handle them can either strengthen your bond or create distance. When dating a trans woman, it's vital to approach missteps with humility and an open mind. Even the smallest issues, such as using incorrect pronouns, can feel significant. How do you navigate this without causing harm or making your partner feel minimized? Acknowledge mistakes quickly. If you err, admit it. Saying, "I messed up, I'm sorry," demonstrates accountability. Refrain from over-explaining. Avoid the urge to defend yourself with phrases like, "I didn't mean it." Intentions matter less than impact. Learn and apply. Take your partner's correction seriously. Make an effort to adjust and ensure the same mistake doesn't happen again. A thoughtful response when mistakes happen leads to growth, showing your partner you're willing to do the work. This is especially important in fostering trust and understanding in cis-to-trans relationships. To broaden your perspective on building strong dating foundations, check out this guide on creating solid relationship roots. At its core, relationships thrive on the ability to grow together. Mistakes should never feel like failures, but rather opportunities to deepen your connection. Think of every stumble as a stepping stone, moving you closer to shared intimacy and understanding. Respecting individual stories and journeys. Encourage readers to honor the unique experiences and backgrounds of their partners. Every individual has a story, a collection of experiences that shape who they are today. For trans women, these narratives often include unique triumphs, challenges, and moments of self-discovery. In a cis-trans relationship, it's essential to recognize and honor your partner's journey while showing genuine appreciation for the depths of their identity. Why does this matter so much? Relationships flourish when both people feel seen, heard, and valued for who they truly are. By respecting her journey, you acknowledge the experiences that molded her identity. You show appreciation for her courage in navigating the world authentically. You recognize that her past, present, and future are all deeply personal, adding richness to your connection. Engage in conversations that let you understand her journey and respect her boundaries. Not every element of her life needs to or will be shared up front. Use curiosity as a tool for connection, not interrogation. A useful practice is offering your own stories. Reciprocity strengthens honesty and vulnerability in relationships. Additionally, take the initiative to broadly educate yourself about trans experiences. This shows your partner that you're forming opinions based on respect and learning, not stereotypes. As you navigate this together, her uniqueness becomes a source of strength and admiration in your relationship. Explore this resource on patience and perseverance in relationships for tips on understanding diverse relationship building works. Honoring her individuality, the layers of growth, pain, joy, and transition fosters a relationship built on genuine love and authenticity. By embracing patience and prioritizing personal development, you establish a nurturing foundation that supports your partner while allowing both of you to grow individually and as a couple. Conclusion. Building a meaningful relationship with a trans woman begins with understanding, respect, and genuine commitment. Each of the 12 rules highlights the importance of empathy, open communication, and a willingness to learn, foundational aspects that pave the way for trust and love to grow.